parallel lines. So I've given you a little cheat sheet here, okay? And this little cheat sheet will just help you be able to, if you refer back to it, it says for a parallel line, here we go. Parallel lines, find the slope of the line, use the slope to find the y-intercept. You should know how to do that. Use steps 1 and 2 to write your answer. So for parallel lines, the two lines are parallel if they have the same slope. Notice that. Parallel lines, same slope. Okay? All right? We're only going to worry about parallel today. We're not going to do perpendicular until Monday. I used to teach this together, but last year I found out that some just couldn't handle it. So, when it says that I need to find the parallel line with the point 2, 2 that goes through y equals 1/2 x minus 1. All right, so I'm going to do number 1. Remember, parallel lines are always lines that will never cross. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to put number 1. I'm going to put the point 2, 2, and I need y. It's parallel to y equals 1/2 x minus 1. All right, so I need a new slope. Hey, and I need a new y-intercept. Okay, so we can solve this. The slope is going to be the same, correct? Because parallel lines have the same slope. All right? Parallel lines have the same slope because they are the same rate of change. That's what keeps them from crossing, okay? They're either going to go up or down or across or whatever they're going to do, they're never going to cross because they have the same rate of change. So y equals mx plus b. How did we find a slope when we were given a point? Oh, I'm sorry. How do we find the new y-intercept? Because they've given us a slope on this one, haven't they? Okay, we know what the slope is going to be. It's going to be 1/2, isn't it? Because it's parallel. Okay, so all we have to do is we're going to plug in our point. 2 is equal to 1/2 times 2 plus b to find our new y-intercept. So when given a point and an equation, all you have to do is find the new intercept. Okay? All right, so then I've got 2 is equal to 1/2 times 2 is 1 plus b. Okay? Then I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. And I get 1 is equal to b. Boom. Done. What is my new equation? Y equals 1/2 x plus 1. Okay? Now, y equals 1/2 x plus 1. You all have your calculators, right? I know you can't see everything, but you can see at least what it appears to be happening. So I'm going to go to y equals, and I'm just going to put in parentheses. 1 divided by 2, parentheses, x minus 1. And under y2, I'm going to put parentheses 1 divided by 2, x plus 1. And I'm just going to look at the graph. And if you notice that lovely graph, they have the same rate of change, and are they ever going to cross? Yes or no? No. And if you go to second and table, you will see that the new one, which is y2, includes the point x is 2, y is 2, doesn't it? If you look at that table, you can see where on your calculator, when x is 2, the y2 value is 2. So it does include the point that they wanted. That's all there is to this. It's not very difficult, okay? So as long as you can do equations, you shouldn't have any problem. Let's do number 6. How about that one? All right. Number 6 is -2, 3. And the equation we have is 4x plus 9y is equal to -9. Remember, I got to zero out on this, I'm sorry. I need a slope and a y-intercept, don't I? Before I can find my new equation. Number 1, this is not in slope-intercept form. So the first thing I have to do is get this into slope-intercept form. So I am going to subtract 4x from this side and subtract 4x from this side. This is the only thing that students do. They tend to bring these two together. Remember, you cannot combine a variable with a constant, all right? So that wipes that. I've got 9y is equal to -4x minus 9. I divide everything by 9. And I get y is equal to -4/9 x minus 1. Because when I simplify -9 over 9, I get -1. So I now know my slope, because this is my original equation in slope-intercept form. So my slope is going to be -4/9. Now I solve for b. Okay, that's what I need to do. Solve for b. I need to find my new b. So if I have y equals mx plus b, I now know that my point is 3. My slope is -4/9 times x times what my x value is, which is -2. Okay, and I've got plus b. Okay, so I'm solving this for b. If I don't know how to do this math, I can always go -4/9 times -2/1, and I get a negative times a negative, which is going to give me a +8, isn't it? And I've got 9 times 1, which is 9. So I know now I have 3 is equal to +8/9 plus b. I'm going to subtract 8/9 from this side, subtract 8/9 from this side. I've got b is equal to 3 minus 8/9. Now, some of you are going to go, oh, okay, but I don't want it in decimal form. I want you to leave it in fraction form. So you can do this one of two ways. You can take your calculator and you can do 3 subtract 8 divided by 9, and then you're going to hit math, enter, so that it'll leave it as a fraction, and what do you get? 19/9. Okay, so it's 19/9 positive. I could have come over here and done, well, 2 and 9/9, right? Take away 8/9 would give me 1/9 and 2, and 9 times 2 is 18 plus 1 is 19/9. I could have also just changed the whole 3 into 9ths, which would have been 3 times 9. It would have been 27/9. Take away 8/9, and I would have gotten my 19/9. So it's possible, very easy, even if you don't have a calculator. 19/9, and now my new equation is y equals -4/9 plus x plus 19/9. So I'm going to put my answer of y is equal to -4/9 x plus 19/9. Okay, I'm going to do one more. And that's it. I'm not going to do the whole thing because we don't want to waste our time. It's the same thing over and over and over, okay? So I'm going to flip my page and I'm going to do, what do you want me to do? Number 4 maybe? All right, 4. 4 and 5 and negative 5x plus 2y is equal to 6. I need a new slope, and I need a slope, and I need a new b. Now, I know what the slope's going to be, but not until I get this into slope-intercept form. So I've got add 5x. And if you get these confused, when you rewrite these, if you know you're going to be bringing over, make room. Just put your 6 over here. Leave a space because you don't have an x. And then you can do plus 5x. You won't get them to try and put them together. I got 2y is equal to 5x plus 6. Divide by 2. I get y is equal to 5 halves x plus 3. So my slope that I'm going to use is 5 halves. I need a new b. So y equals mx plus b. I'm using my point from up here and my slope from here. So I've got 4, which I need 5 is my y value, is equal to 5 halves times 4 plus b. And so 5 halves times 4 is going to be 5 is equal to 5 times 4 is 20 divided by 2 is going to be 10, correct? So I've got 10 and I've got plus b, subtract 10 from both sides, and I get positive 5, negative 10 gives me negative 5 is equal to b. So now I know my b is negative 5. So my answer to number 4 is y equals 5 halves x minus 5. And that's all there is to it. Too bad? Too sad? Too hard? Everybody good with that? Okay, I'm glad you're good with that because I now want to go over something that a lot of you were struggling with. Okay? All right. I've got a problem that says Dottie has 32 feet of chain. Number 3 and number 5 are basically the same. Okay? A lot of you didn't draw that picture and didn't put your numbers on the picture, which may have caused an issue. But number 5 is more complicated, so I'll do number 5 from the homework of this is proportions. Okay? Dottie has 32 feet of chain link fence enclosed a play area for her dog. Okay, she wants the play area to be in the shape of a rectangle. Some of you drew the rectangle, okay, which I suggested that you do, but you didn't put the information on it. Then it says total is 32 feet, okay. She wants to play, okay, she wants the play area to be in the shape of a rectangle with the length 2 feet more than. What does more than mean? We have to put it after what? The variable. So we need a length and a width. And if they tell you something about the length, they're basing it off the width. So whatever one they're basing all the information off, that is your x. And it says the length is 2 feet more than the width. So 2 feet more than, the variable, the more than or less than, when you see that word than, variable comes first, okay? And most of you got that, so then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to label, because this is some of the problem for some of you, not all of you, but you didn't take into account that this total included 4 different sides, okay? So you could have written this as 2 times x plus, because remember that the old formula, 2 times your width plus 2 times your length equals the perimeter of a rectangle. Does everybody remember that formula at all? Okay, or it's add all sides, you've learned. So you could have written it x plus 2x plus x plus 2 plus x plus 2, or you could have written it as 2x plus 2 times x plus 2, or you could have written them all pluses, which is fine. You have 2x plus 2x plus 4, and this is all equal to 32. 4x plus 4 is equal to 32. Subtract 4, and you get 4x is equal to 28. Divide by 4, and now you find out that x is equal to 7. A lot of you gave me the answer. You went back and you put 7, but you did it times the 2. Okay? So you did things like, you did it with, if you worked the equation where it was only x plus 2 is equal to 32, then now you're going to get 2x plus 2 is equal to 32. And then you get, subtract 2, you get 2x is equal to 30 and x is equal to 15. A lot of you did it that way. That is not right, because now your width is 15 and your length is 17. Whereas it should have been your width is 7 and your length is 7 plus 2, which is 9. Now, some people gave it to me where it was 2 times the length and 2 times the width. They're asking for the width and the length, okay? So that was one struggle that I saw. So don't, that was on proportions. It may have occurred with ratios, so be careful and look at that. Look over when you get something wrong to see maybe what you did. When there's a problem, I would always put it like this so that you remember, and then go back and ask yourself, what are they asking me for? Okay?